I need y'all to help me understand this mentality. I really need y'all help to understand this mentality. Now, if all this young lady has said is that it was just my experience when it comes to me saying that divorce is not an option, is one of those statements that is a red flag for me because of the laziness that comes with it. If she's saying that that was just my experience, if all she said was I just made bad choices in who I had married, if that's all she said, I would have given her a thumbs up, maybe heart the comment, and been done with it. But it's the middle part that you need to read. It's that middle part, the mentality that is undeniably diabolical. She said, I will never divorce my husband. I will separate from him, but never divorce him. Now, if he wants to divorce her, that's his option, but not hers. That's where you showed how diabolical you can be. And a lot of people are this way. What she is basically saying, and I know a couple that live across the street from each other. That's right. Got a house across the street from the other one. Yet they are still married. You will separate from your husband, but you won't divorce your husband. So basically what you're saying is you want to keep and maintain all the legal benefits of being married to your husband, but then live separately from your husband. Now, depending upon how old you are, depending upon how your life has been, there's a part of me that says that there is absolutely no way that you're going to separate from your husband and yet still maintain your wifely vows towards your husband. You see, I started to ask you that question before I made this video, but I figured you won't tell me the truth. Because if you're a 30, 40-year-old woman, even a 50-year-old woman, and sometimes it doesn't even matter, if you separate from your husband, you are going to eventually date someone else. You're eventually going to have a boyfriend. You may not have sex with them, but you're spending intimate time with them. You're giving them things that you previously was giving your husband. You still are committing adultery. And if you're saying that you won't divorce because of your religious background or whatever that is, you're still now you're committing adultery. So are you willing to commit emotional and or physical adultery because you don't want a letter of divorce? But I think it goes a little bit deeper in how diabolical it can be, because I think the other part is, as long as you maintain the legal status of wife over your husband, he dies before you, you can now collect a portion of his Social Security. If he was a veteran and he's 100% disability, you can collect a portion of his disability. You can now collect a portion of whatever profits he may have left over from a house or money or whatever it is. I really think it became a money issue as to why you wouldn't get a divorce. If it's not a money issue and you say it's a religious issue, you're committing adultery. So that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why separate from someone that you could not be with only to now live in some chaotic situation where if you were to meet somebody, well, yeah, I'm still married to Bobo, but you know, me and Bobo don't live together. And now you bring somebody into that mess. You talk about bad decisions. That in itself is a horrible decision. You're going to try to bring other people into that. And even if you stayed by yourself, and even if you stayed celibate, now you rather live lonely and preclude yourself from being able to find happiness with a mate, with a companion, or have companionship because of a piece of paper. But emotionally, covenantly, you are divorced. If you think a piece of paper determines if you're married or you're divorced, you are certainly missing out on what marriage actually is, because marriage is not a piece of paper. If you're willing to separate from your husband, that is divorce. Tell me what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.